Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. Ignore the state of my room. I am in the middle of packing for another trip. My last reading vlog that I filmed was also a trip up north. This is another trip up north, but for a wedding. But I thought I would vlog anyway because there is going to be some downtime still, and I'm hoping to get some reading done and enjoy the nice weather. But first I have to pack all of my stuff. There's going to be a lot. And I have a small amount of room to pack it in, but I'm gonna get my dresses packed and start getting everything put away, and then pick out what I'm gonna read for the weekend, because I don't actually know. I have my Kindle, but past that, I don't know what I'm going to read on it necessarily, and I don't know if I'm gonna bring a physical book too. Not sure yet. We'll find out, but I will check in a little bit. Update. Very short reading vlog, I guess. I'm just gonna update on what I read. I had a good time, went up north, enjoyed the weather, did get some reading done, but the book I read I ended up not loving, which is a little bit of a bummer. I'm opening my review for it because I picked it out for my book club this month and I didn't love it. I look so pale in this lighting, goodness. Got a facial today, but it feels really nice. But I read There's Pumpkin About You. Does it want to focus? No, there we go. There's Pumpkin About You by Athena Carstairs. I do think this was a debut author, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, she has a book called Mr. and Mrs. Fate that came out last year. But yeah, there was stuff that I liked and there was stuff that I didn't like. I liked the setting. I liked the autumnal vibes. But it just really fell flat in a lot of the details of the plot. So I gave it a 2.5 stars. I always round up on Goodreads. So I don't like, unless I really hate a book, I don't want to tank their Goodreads ratings or anything. I just kind of want to, be honest about how I felt about it. I read, the things that I had trouble with, like I said, the details of the plot, and it was I don't know, stuff that could have very easily been fixed. So the main character, Ren, was a party planner. There were almost no scenes of her party planning. There was scenes of her working on the barn, and she kept talking vaguely about party planning. I never saw her do anything. And then in the end, she forgot to order the flowers, and she realizes that the day of the party, I said, that's kind of one of the main things of throwing like a formal party is floral arrangements. I mean, and don't get me wrong, what do I know about, party planning? But if your friend wanted flowers there, don't forget the flowers or you're not a very good party planner. And then the party in general, I didn't understand. One, who's paying her? Who is paying her for this event? She's planning a 30th birthday party for her friend. I wish they had just changed that a little bit and made it planning a wedding or a corporate event for this friend, because in what world are you throwing such a formal party that it requires a renovation of a space that you that you would put so much, this is thousands of dollars that probably went into this party, and I don't know why, for a birthday party. So yeah, well, I didn't like that. And then the other thing, and she's not like some super rich friend either. I'm almost positive they mentioned she worked in a hospital, and I think in the beginning it said that she was an ICU nurse. She's not making that much money. She's not throwing some extravagant party. So that was confusing. It's already confusing that you're throwing such a formal birthday party for your adult friend. What was even more confusing is like it was something that you threw a formal party in a newly renovated space that you prompted. They had found the pumpkin patch online. Oh, it looks really cute. We should go there, see if they let us throw a party there. Okay. She gets there, and that was my other biggest qualm, is that there never really seemed to be an agreement. Ren forced and pushed herself into this family's life. Said, I'm going to redo your barn that you own, but you can use it for party spaces. I know you didn't want to use it for party spaces, but I'm going to redo it, and then you can use it. She was so pushy and kind of annoying, but then all of this work, and I feel like it seemed like she didn't actually care about throwing the party. I feel like it should have been a wedding or a business event, because the stakes would have been higher. Who cares if this girl has a 30th birthday party or not? And I still don't understand who paid for all of it. It was the friend. I know her brother did the renovations, but why did he do that? Out of the kindness of his heart. Did a whole, what I imagine had to be, couple $1,000, $5,000 in renovations on an old barn to make it into a space that is good enough for an event. I don't know. So yeah, they were all just stressing out way too much for what? It didn't make any sense. And then some of the communication between the two main characters really broke down for a lot of it. The third act breakup was dumb. There was another bit of miscommunication at the end that I was just looking around. I'm like, I'm sorry. There were two bits at the end that I was like, is this real? Did you really write this? The first one wasn't as bad, but so the main character has an incident where she starts her period and bleeds through her pants. Girl, it's happened to all of us. It's okay. But the conflict scene was some random old lady in the town majorly shames her for it, and she goes home super upset. I'm sorry, in what world? In what world is that happening? In what world is that a plot line? If she had just if the plot line had just been she went home sick because she started her period and felt really sick, okay, why did the lady have to be so horrible? I didn't understand the point of that. And it didn't really even make sense in the story. And then the other weird miscommunication piece towards the end, I feel so stupid even saying it. The main character, August, he wants to take Ren to this this friend's farm, because sometimes he'll go out there if they have too many animals, and he'll take in some of the animals or help find them homes. Love that plot. He gets there, and the animal is a cougar, as in a mountain lion, and he has a meltdown. He gets really overstimulated and freaks out because he's I can't take care of a mountain lion, obviously, and he feels embarrassed that that happened in front of the main character, Ren, and I have some issues with that. One, why in the hell did this random farm lady call Mr. Pumpkin Farmer up and say, hey, can you take care of my mountain lion? Also, she didn't even tell him it was a mountain lion, and that miscommunication was the issue. And I'm Googling right now, is it legal to keep mountain lions? Because pretty sure it's not. In the United States, it is illegal for private individuals to keep a mountain lion as a pet. So they were also committing a crime in this. So like for him to be upset that he was upset that she was trying to put him in that position and that it made him look bad. And I just, if anything, it makes you look good that you denied. Do I think this mountain lion deserves a sanctuary? Yes. Why didn't you call a big cat sanctuary or a zoo? Why did you call Pumpkin Farmer? And so that was just like the dumbest thing. And I feel like, I'm sorry, the more I'm talking about this, maybe I should have rated it even lower. But my issue actually, or my lack of issue, my pro with this book, I thought that the autistic representation was really, really good. I thought being in his mind, and like obviously everyone's experience on the spectrum, or you know, where they are on the spectrum and everything is different for every person. Every case is different. But I thought just the writing and the research for him was really, really well written, and I enjoyed that piece. I just think the plot was absolutely crazy. So, sorry, that was just like a rant, a hate rant. I don't like doing that. Actually, I will kind of just talk about my ideas and what I think my next reading vlog is going to be. I'm desperately, desperately behind on my Goodreads goal. So, my goal, it's probably not going to happen this week, but maybe, I don't know when, week after. I want to have like a graphic novel, comic book readathon. Currently what I have rented, this is actually not a graphic novel, this is just the, I've never read this Nick and Charlie novella. I want to read that. Not gonna focus. Okay, these are the books that I currently have rented. So one, will I just do a reread of all Heartstoppers? Maybe I will. I'm 7 books behind my Goodreads, and that's 5 books, and I can do that in a day. But the other 2 books, I hearted quite a few, but the 2 that I ended up renting that I think will be the ones I rent first, I found this book called Washington's Gay General, The Legends and Loves of Baron von Steuben by Josh Truillo. It is a graphic novel biography of Baron von Steuben, who is a soldier, immigrant, and flamboyant homosexual who influenced the course of U.S. history during the Revolutionary War. That sounds so freaking cool and so interesting. I like literally cannot wait to read it. And then I rented Taproot by, where's the authors? Keezy Young, which is a book about a ghost and a gardener, and they become friends. So my next reading vlog I think is just going to be like graphic novel, maybe some comic books. I saved quite a few. I saved like a manga of Pride and Prejudice, I think might be one of the first ones I read. I did not mean to heart that one. The Deep Dark is one I've heard a lot about. Yeah, and there's maybe some more Moon Knight comic. I think I'm actually caught up on the Moon Knight series I was reading. But that is my little reading vlog. This was another really short one. I'm also so behind on editing. I haven't uploaded in weeks. I haven't done a wrap-up in weeks. I'm trying. September was like the busiest month of the year for me, but I'm hoping things will calm down now. But yeah, that's my reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys for the next vlog.